Hello, hello, hello. Hello, all the on the jobbers, and welcome to another session of student stories. We'll just wait for a couple of minutes till Instagram is spreading its network. Yeah, hi. As you know, in student stories, we take you across various careers, various unexplored career journeys. We make you meet professionals who have tried different things, and this live is special because recently I was counseling a student who wants to pursue medicine, and believe me, she and her family have made so many sacrifices, and she's so passionate about medicine, which was so amazing. But when we went through this entire process of understanding the exam and the kind of the neat cutoffs, the kind of colleges, system, the whole thing, she was so shaken, and in fact she got even more nervous. And hats off to all the doctors out there. A special salute to you, because now I know how the whole process goes. And so this live is special because I want to tell all the students out there, especially the ones who are pursuing these competitive exams like NEET and JEE. In case if you give it your best, but in case if you are not, you haven't been able to clear it, or in case you haven't done well, believe me, it is not at all the end of the world. Especially I want to bring say about this because we've heard of these recent cases of suicide in Kota. It is so like it's so. I was so shaken that such beautiful lives of teenagers who are just blossoming, who are supposed to enjoy life, are taking so much stress that they have to resort to taking up their own lives. So this live is specially dedicated to them. And believe me guys, if you haven't cleared your competitive exams, NEET, JEE, or even in anything abroad, it is not the end of the world. The pharma, the medical sector is booming so much that you have a plan B, plan C, plan D, and n number of plans. So we've already covered cosmetology, which you could see those videos on our YouTube channel. And today I'm especially excited because we have with us we're going to explore the field of clinical psychology, and we have with us a very special guest, Miss Vijaya Bhakte. So give me a moment till I invite Vijaya here. Hey, hi Vijaya, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Hi, Nisha.
Hi, so good to see you on the side, and especially addressing our students and on the parents and on the jobbers. So Vijaya comes with an 18 years of experience into clinical research, and she's done her pharmacy degree, and then she did diploma in clinical research, and she's been running an organization, and they have covered clinical research in various fields like ophthalmology, neurology, etc. So Vijaya, you could give us a little more brief about your profile and take us through your role as such.
Yeah, sure. So I'm a founder and director of Canvas Clinical Research Services Private Limited. It is a site management organization. So basically, we help pharmaceutical organizations or companies to conduct smooth clinical trials. Why I'm using smooth? Because to conduct clinical trials on human, it's literally very tedious because lots of stakeholders, then guidelines are involved. It's not easy to bring one medicine in the market because there are like a huge time span also involved. So we do all these things for the pharmaceutical companies at the multi-specialty hospitals like government, private, semi-government, trust hospitals. So this is about Canvas.
Great, that's wonderful. So just to tell me, what is the job role of a clinical research person? So suppose I get into this field, what will my day look like? What do I have to do? What exactly should I be doing during the day? If you could just let me know that. Yeah.
So first, I would like to tell you that all the life science students like BSc, then MSc, B Pharma, BMS, BHMS, all these students can enter in this industry. There are many verticals in this industry like clinical operation or clinical trials, then pharmacovigilance, clinical data management, medical writing, regulatory affair, electronic trial master file. Since it is like a from when a drug is designed in the lab, then to preclinical, and then clinical, to the regulatory submission, and then to the market. So all these process require different domains. So whatever I have mentioned earlier, these are the domains which requires one medicine, one medicine has to pass all these processes and then come to market. So you can know, you can assume that how big is the scope. And best thing is that we are globally connected through this industry. Like as per the guidelines, whenever any pharmaceutical company conduct clinical trials, they require diverse population. So it's not like that only in India we are doing. We are doing in most of the European countries are involved in this industry. So US is the number one, then China and Japan as are also involved. So almost every part of world involved in clinical trials, because medicine is the huge needs in today's world.
That's great. That's great. So I think now, in fact, Vijaya just took us through almost 10 different job profiles, right? Within this thing itself, within even after the drug is made. So that is interesting. So again, I'd like to repeat the question. Like, say, if I am doing clinical research, so what does it do I have to monitor how it is reacting with various bodies, or what is my role as a clinical research like a professional? If you can just give us that thing, what does that person have to do?
There are different roles for different positions, like a clinical research coordinator. I am just telling about entry level positions. So clinical research coordinator is an entry level position. It is in a clinical operation domain. So here that person has to generate data. Whenever you consume medicine, you know about the side effects, mode of action, their safety, efficacy. So that all things we have generated data, and the data has been updated and validated by the sponsor or regulatory teams. So this is one thing. Second thing is whatever data we have uploaded in our softwares, that has been validated or reviewed by different teams or sponsors and regulatory affairs, that has done in clinical data management. So entry level position is data analyst or data coordinator. Then in medical writing, we have to write the protocols, because we want uniformity in all of the sites or across the world. So whenever we conduct any clinical trials, we have the protocols. So for designing protocols, we require medical writers. Then regulatory affair, all these data, or any pharmaceutical company, if want to conduct clinical trials, they require to take the approvals from DCGI. Like in India, if they want to conduct, they have to take the approval from DCGI. So for submission and publication, their regulatory submission associate, this is the position. Then in archival, like ETMF, whatever data we generate, all these has been archived in digitally to different softwares. ETMF specialist is the position. So there are these kind of work has been distributed.
Okay, that's great. That's very interesting. So I just want to know, for example, so does what kind of qualifications does one? Does it have? Is it any life science? Any science okay, or should they have done microbiology or specifically chemistry? Or suppose if they come from a physics kind of a background, does that also work? Or how? What kind of degree do they need to come for this?
Only life science students can do this. Physics and maths, they can't enter in this domain. At least basic knowledge of human systems, diseases should require.
Biology is a must.
One second.
And chemistry is needed, or
organic chemistry also it's must. BSc chemistry, BSc microbiology, biotechnology students can do this course.
Okay. That's
Pharma
great. So
and doctors can also.
Great. So Vijaya, I think this clinical trials played a very important role even during this COVID. I think that is a time when people came to know about all this whole actress and stuff like this. So, I mean, if you can just, what happened during that period? If you can just take us through, like, okay, these people made the vaccines, and usually they say, it takes so many years for the vaccines to get tested. So, how did this happen, and how were they able to do it a little more quickly during this thing?
Yeah.
I mean, is there some reason,
Yeah,
or and then you have doubts about it, because it can't be done so quickly. So what are your views on
yeah, yeah, sure, definitely. These questions, many like people have it there in mind that the drug or vaccine come in market in very short period of time, so wasn't safe or clinical trial has not performed as like a guidance. It's not like that. See, whenever any pandemic comes or happens in the like always in the world, so like quick action has taken by WHO. So all these, like any drug when come in a market, require 10 to 20 years. But in this scenario, in a 2 years, because if like we can't bring that vaccine in the market, then huge loss, human loss can happen. So that's the guidelines have changed for these vaccines, like that. In that 2 years, only
pandemic?
COVID trial. Yeah,
Yeah.
only COVID trials has been ongoing, and so ethics committee, which is taking care of well-being of participants, or DCGI, everyone is like actively involved to give the approval. Even though like DCGI has take the time to give the approval 6 to 1 year, but in that time they have given approval within a 30 days. In this way, we have worked like simultaneously we have worked safety trial first in a different setups. So in this way, everyone has worked and have a focus that in a 1 and a half year we have to bring that drug in the market. And in phase 3 only, when we get sufficient data about the like safety of that vaccine, then we have bring that drug in the market. So these drugs are these vaccines are very safe, and whatever the side effects are associated with this vaccine, that has also been mentioned in the regulatory publications.
Great. So now we know from the expert itself that everything is fine, and I think the speeding up was because the authorities cooperated and got the rules a little the approvals quickly. Otherwise, the process has been perfect. It has gone through everything that needs to be done in terms of the thing. So that's really great news to hear. Okay, so Vijay, just you run this clinical trial. You run a course in this. So just take us through the course, how long it is, and what is the mode, and how does the student, is the internships, and you just take us through the course that you are currently running for clinical research.
Through these live, I just want to tell the students that students have lots of dilemma about this industry. They want to enter directly in this industry. What they thought, like, I have done my graduation and post graduation, why should I require to do these kind of courses? So I just want to tell all these students, those who have this dilemma. See, actually, this industry is in a very nascent stage in India. So as such, PCI or any authority of education authority has not mentioned or organized such kind of syllabus for the life science students, or they required more updations because we are in a very early stage. So students should have a basic knowledge about the industry scenario, whatever the positions I have told you earlier, and their job profiles. They must understand, because individual performance has counted in this industry, because lots of stakeholders and we are working for that stakeholders. So first thing is a basic knowledge students must have, and second thing, this industry is like a skill driven, because people management, interpersonal skills are more required. So one should have like these qualities, and or also if they do not have, they have to improvise through this course. So I would like to tell about my course. Like, we are offering postgraduate diploma in clinical research. It's a 7-month course. It's a mixture of all these things whatever I have told you. Like, we are giving basic knowledge of all the domains: clinical trial management, data management, medical writing, pharmacovigilance, regulatory affair. Along with that, we have a focus on like skill development. So we have we are associated with different like academies, and so even if we are giving focus, we are like giving focus to communication skill also. So knowledge, skill development, and then interview preparation. So for a different job profile, students required to make a different CV. It's not like that make a general CV like a biodata and then apply. So students should aware about what are the skills or job profiles requirement they have or absorb through these curriculum. So that should be reflected in their CVs. So we help them to make their CVs. Also, we in this course fill up the gap between the industry and students.
Yes.
So what we do, we reach.
Because even this as a recruiter, because see, I come with a 16 years of experience into recruitment, and that's how I got into the career counseling. And again, this is everywhere in the industry, people will tell you that the graduates coming out of the colleges do not have job ready skills. So I think courses like what Vijaya is providing are making you job ready. They are filling up this gap between campus to corporate, which is so very important. And it is basically making you employable, and not only in this field, even like all engineers, I guess, now need to upgrade, and there are a lot of things which so this is a wonderful what do you say, a skill building program which is landing you directly on the job. And like you said, it's a 7-month program. So does it also have any internship quotient, Vijaya?
Yeah. 4 months we give them a knowledge, networking, and then skill development program. And 3 months we place them in different hospitals, or we have like associated organizations. We place them there also. So these 3 months they have to do internships. So this is in
internship assured, or is it like subject to something like?
No, it's assured. Yeah.
Okay. So this is very rare, because I have like everyday people calling up and please asking for internships. And if by doing something, if you're able to assure them, it's a huge thing in today's world. Just Vijay, if you can take us through what kind of organizations recruit, if you can name some of the top companies in this field, and the kind of what is the job, what is the market demand, how many jobs are there, and what kind of companies are recruiting for these people?
So market has a huge demand for skilled manpower. So there are different stakeholders. I told you, like sponsor, then contract research organization, then site management organization, then IT companies, then institutes, multi-specialty hospital, where students can get placed. So in sponsored companies, like entry-level positions are clinical trial assistant or trainee CRA, clinical research associate. In like SMO, they can get the job as a clinical research coordinator, ethics committee coordinator. In multi-specialty hospital also, they can get job as a clinical research coordinator, then ethics committee coordinator. In IT companies like TCS, Cognizant, where they get job like a data analyst or drug safety associate, ETMF specialist. So these are the companies which hire life science students with these like with this diploma.
Wow. So there are opportunities in multiple industries. It's not like restricted to the pharma sector. So this is again amazing. Like I keep telling my students, it's an era of multidisciplinary career. So like, a person from science needs to learn tech. A person from art design has to learn marketing, and it is an era of interdisciplinary talent and career. So that's great. Since just one more question, since you're talking a lot about data, so what kind of data management skills do these people learn? Like, do they learn some particular software or something, or how do they manage the data there?
So yeah, first of all, they should aware about the guidelines. In guidelines only, they have to mention how we have to manage the data, how we have to generate that data. So we have a softwares like Medidata Rave is a very famous software, Viva Vault. There are many softwares, but these are the database or software we are using to manage this data, like Medidata, Argus, ARG, and Viva Vault. These are the like famous database. So through this database, we are managing the data.
And you train them on these data,
Yeah,
on these software.
all these database. Yeah, we are giving training in this course.
Okay, so that again is awesome. And the thing. So just wanted to know, like Vijay, what are the kind of pay scales usually for these kind of roles? Like, what is the thing and what is the hierarchy, growth path? How do they grow in that particular field? So, if you can just take us through that. Yeah.
So in entry level position, students can get like or may have the chance to get salary package like 1.8 to they can get 4.5 or 5 lakh per annum. So it depends on their like knowledge, skills, and how they have performed in their interviews. Like I have told, huge scope. Like the industry is spread globally, so they have global opportunities. They can become a project coordinator, project manager. They have the experience. They can get home base or work from home opportunities also. So this industry going in future decentralized trials. We are like demanding or we are thinking about decentralized trial. So herein we are everyone wants to do remote clinical trials, so that concept also coming in market. So work from home opportunities like this industry is for we can say that in future it may happen in this industry. Currently also in few designations organizations providing work from home. Along with that, in this industry now, AI is also involved, or they are like have a demand of AI also. So there are lots of opportunities coming soon or in have future.
That's great. So basically, the way they grow up, I mean, usually this is what I've noticed throughout a lot of pharma, medical, or even life sciences careers. Is initially the pay packages might be like, even I know doctors are paid like
Yeah.
I mean, with all the effort that they put in, but then once they are established in the field, it just keeps shooting up. I mean, they have exponential growth. And sometimes, when doctors compare themselves to their engineers, they are, people of the same age, they feel, those people have gone somewhere. But then I've seen that once these people have established themselves, and then there is exponential growth. So I guess that is true. And in terms of growth within the clinical trials, it depends on what multiple roles that you could take up and how you can go become a project manager, and you can keep going up the ladder. And I'm just summarizing what you said, and like you said, and one another wonderful thing that Vijay said is, even there are going to be a lot of work from home opportunities. This is after COVID now. A lot of us have gotten addicted to this. We are all looking for the opportunities which are from the comfort of our, or at least hybrid, or give us a lot more flexibility. So I guess okay, this does sound great. Yeah. So. Any top clinical trial companies specifically that I used to remember, I used to work for clinical trials. So any like those 2-3 names if you could mention, so that students can go and do their research on those companies.
So there are, like I am mentioning, 3 top 10 contract research organization. One is IQVIA, it's number 1. Then Icon, it's number 2, and then number 3 Seniors here. These are the top 3 contract research organizations. But I would like to suggest students don't go for top 3 or top 1, because like lots of competitions would be or might happen over there. So try all the companies, because all these organizations like sponsors, contract research organization, and SMOs paying good salary. It depends only on their knowledge. So they can they just have to see their comfort. And I thought that first job or first boss should matters much more in career path. So rather than looking for companies, they should have their own criteria to get the job or choose the job.
Okay, so what you're trying to say is brand name is not the most important thing. See the kind of quality of work that you're getting and how you can grow within that
Learn
organization. Sometimes
because
maybe
experience, yeah, experience
yeah.
matters much more in a pharma or clinical research industry. With the experience only, you can n number of things in this industry. You can enter in different verticals also, or you can grab the global opportunities. So I thought that initial 2 or 3 years should given for a learning only, and students should understand what they require, what they want to learn from the organization, and according to that they have to choose their first job rather than choosing number one, number two.
Nothing. Okay, that's a wonderful insight that you've given. If anybody wants to, ask any questions, you can please type it in the chat box, and we can definitely, use. So, as people are typing in, Vijay, just wanted to know how does this, how does this work globally? I mean, is it allowed? Like, suppose there's some drug which is found in US. I mean, discovered in the US. So, do they outsource clinical trials to India? And is it allowed, or do they keep it like, how is this patent thing and all that? I mean, are they allowed to do that, or how does it work? Like,
See,
do we get international projects basically? Do we get international projects as such?
yeah, we like Canvas is doing only international or global projects. So consider that Seniors Health is a contract research organization. Its office is in UK, but they have offices in India, US, and other countries also, or they have an association with particular countries. Well, it's not like that. As per the guidelines, they want to have a diversified population to like whenever they want to conduct clinical trial or sponsor wants to conduct clinical trials, so anyhow they have to conduct clinical trials in a different countries. It's not like that US when launch their molecule, yeah, they conduct clinical trials in US only. They have to perform in all the regions. So in this way, we are technology, we are like globally connected, and global projects, lots of global projects or sponsors wants to do clinical trials in India. So in this way, there are lots of global opportunities.
Wonderful, wonderful. And
And I just
is
want
this out?
to add one thing. I have many friends who has like a 10 or like more than like 5-6 years of experience, and they with this experience they have like shifted in Canada and like
Fact, my question which was coming across next. So does this degree and this experience help them to
yeah,
get jobs
yeah,
abroad as well, right?
yeah.
And again, if they go there, do have to do any special certifications or something, or they can straight away get the jobs
Like companies only, like you like see if Seniors India, if the employees from Seniors India and they have opportunities in Seniors UK, so with certain their examination or their clauses they have mentioned, and that internal shift will be there. So that was like a good thing. Candidates should have and go with the exam and all these things, but internal shift gives a more like
experience of the because you have enough experience on your CV, and you worked a good number of years and done multiple things. So that also could kind of and believe me, guys, also even like both of us have done a course everywhere. The top most happening booming industry has always been healthcare and pharma right now. So wonderful opportunities here. Right. So, I don't see any questions. So, any last thoughts, Vijaya? I mean, I'll just summarize once and then you could,
yeah.
yeah, tell me.
I want to tell all the students who wants to enter in clinical research industry, they should have do their basic research before entering in this industry. What I have seen, they don't know anything in today's era also, because there are lots of information available. We have our YouTube channel by name of Canvas Clinical Research Institute. We have uploaded more than 200 videos to just spread the awareness. So I want because you want to build your career and you have some dream. So to fulfill that dream, you should have to understand the basic scenario of industry. And again, I want to say that student must have like work on their CVs and cover letter, because the CVs and cover letter are so terrible. Like we can't judge them by seeing their CVs and cover letters. Even though many students don't know how to make a cover letter, so these are the big issues in current scenario. What I have seen in day-to-day life.
Yeah.
So they should have to their SWOT analysis before entering or before having any dream for to enter in any industry, not in a clinical research industry, but in any they want to enter, they should know that where they are lacking, so that they can do this with their SWOT analysis, professional SWOT analysis, and that also
Okay, so this
we are doing for them when they are doing the course.
Great, great. So this again is another thing that I've seen across streams, that it is an era of self-learning. So whatever they teach you in college or whatever, maybe students are not paying attention, or maybe I don't know, the whole system must be said that they are not actually acquiring that knowledge required. And then the students who go that extra mile, and nowadays there are so many resources available, like like it's YouTube, Google, and self-learning and self-development is the most important way in which a person can grow. It doesn't matter where you come from. You could come from any big or smaller city, or you could come from any not the top tier, but the middle tier. But then what you have learned on your own, the self-learning, and here Vijaya is giving you 200 videos on her YouTube channel. I mean, imagine, see, if she's gone through that kind of effort to make it, I guess definitely is worth something that a person, self-learning and self-development are very key aspects of career success. So yeah. So again, students, the last thing I would like to say is people who love sciences, please don't get demotivated by these crazy, the crazy competitive exams and systems that we have. Keep your love for science intact, and there are n number of fields that you could get into, and because science is one thing where you create something new. All the other fields, things are there and you're just analyzing it, whereas science, you're actually creating, you're making lives better, you're touching a lot of lives. So if you have that love of science, don't let all these kind of the system that they build around it, the exams and the cutoffs and the colleges demotivate you. Let the love persist, and there are a lot of options these days. Vijay has given us a very good option and there are things. And if you can always connect with us, to give you a plan B to Z, because that's the kind of options that are available. So thank you so much, Vijaya, and this has been a very enlightening session, and it's a very interesting field that you've spoken about, and I'm sure a lot of kids over here are going to get motivated, and thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Nisha. Yeah. Bye bye.